Hey guys, Savat the Mighty here, aka Doompiggy, and I have returned from the test server and I'm back on live, and we're back with another Eve Echoes video. So in today's video, we're actually going to be talking about the new update and checking out some of the news missions to see how the changes affected those, and go over a little bit of what's happening in the game. Alright, so if you do like my content, please go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell if you do want to be notified whenever I do release new content. And let's go ahead and get started. So my skill progression with the Phantasm, I actually finished the laser upgrade. So I do now have advanced medium laser operations at 5. And that has made my overall DPS 627.29 on this ship. I still haven't started the training for the skills on the advanced cruiser as of yet. Let's see, let's go in there. I'm working on some scrap metal processing, as you can see. So my cruiser, advanced cruiser command, I need to get this up a little bit. But I want to finish up the scrap metal processing first. I've been putting it off for way too long. I need to get it so I can actually get rid of all the junk that's in my inventory and get that all sold off. So we will get that up, but I want to kind of show you where my laser skills are currently as far as that goes. So I have the medium laser operation 5, advanced medium laser operation 5, expert medium operation 3, medium laser upgrade 4. I got to get that to 5. Advanced medium laser upgrade is now at 5, and expert medium laser upgrade is at 3. And so I have to go back in there and finish off those skills. I expect I'll get about another 13% more damage out of this once all of those are completed. Okay. Let's see here. So yeah, a lot of new things have actually transpired with the update. There's a bunch of cool stuff that's coming out. Well, I guess it's actually out now. And one of those things is it does look like, we go to the market here, and we go to mid slots, Sentry Drones are available. So that's going to be a new thing to play around with. So you can buy those on the market currently. Take a look at these guys. So they're large drones, so they're only going to be able to be fit in, well, the battleships currently. So there's not going to be a lot of people experimenting around with these yet, but they are in the game. So that's pretty cool. On the other side there, news missions have been changed. So if you are a PvE pilot like myself, that is something to take note on. If we actually go to our encounters, we check out our news missions. As you can see, they have dropped in their value. So this one's payout is only 950,000, which is down, but they've actually eliminated one wave. So they are going to take a little less time to finish, meaning that you could probably finish them quicker. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I mean, I guess it's a good thing if you're trying to get stuff done in a hurry. If you just want to log on and play for a little bit, you can knock out a mission on a break or fairly quickly in between any type of events that you might be working on, and then come back in and do some tougher stuff later. So I guess that could be pretty much a positive. Go ahead and start this mission. Okay. Now, for other news, if you do the kiting fits like I do, then the ships now are going to be warping back once you get to about that 250 marker. So if you do a kiting fit, just know that the ships aren't going to sit there and slowly list back to where they were. They are just going to instantly warp back, so you might want to change your target to move in and then move back away. I don't think it's really going to affect too terribly much with the way that I play with my Oracle, as I can just pick a new target and continue to blap that until everything's just fine. But we'll see. That's going to make for all new sorts of styles of play, and may make it harder for actually some builds who like to pull it out past that 250 and just kind of keep everything safe there. So that's going to be funny. I wonder how that's going to affect ships that can already sit past that 250 and still hit. I wonder if the ships are just going to be sitting there at the middle and never actually react. That's going to be an interesting experiment to have. Alright, so we're going to come and do one of these missions here. I've started, basically I'm at 5 minutes of my recording. we're jumping into the mission. We're going to see exactly how long this takes to complete. So if you were just trying to stop in and do a basic news mission, what's going to be the average time frame that you're looking at getting one of these guys complete now? Okay. Oops, I hit the wrong button. That's fine. Let's focus fire on this other guy here. Okay. So what else do we have going on? Oh, another thing that they did change here is it does look like all Omega characters are going to have up to 30 days of training time in the queue now. That's actually a pretty big change, and that's going to be very much welcome. I'm excited about that. Added a train now shortcut to skill tips. Okay, so you can just tap that to actually train the skill if you want to do so. Go ahead and target this guy over here. Okay. Go back over to my page now and take a look and see what else we got going on. Oh, right. There's also going to be an event put into the game for new pilots to help catch up to their friends, allowing newer pilots to gain a lot of skill points for a month of Omega combo. So I guess scooping that up is going to let you acquire quite a few skill points. It's not going to affect people like me, but that's actually a pretty good thing for newer people who want to get in the game and want to try to catch up to their friends. Oh, right. There's going to be a bunch of capsule stuff, and what I mean by that is the capsule citadels and corporations that are going to be able to do stuff. That's really not going to affect most people who are going to be PvE driven in high sec, but that is going to be some very good news to all of the people who are living out in null sec, and they're probably very excited about that. Mining belts in normal systems will start a 15-minute despawn timer after the remaining mineral volume drops below 30%. So this is going to be something too. I do know there was miners that were complaining that people would stay in the mining belts and prevent the respawns from happening. So that's going to be a very good change. All right, orders on the market page can now be sorted by distance. That's really cool. I like that change quite a bit. Okay, a new module, Resource Extraction Amplifier, added to the Capsuleer Outpost. Not sure what that is, but that sounds interesting. Again, it's something for the Capsuleer Outpost, though. The max limit for free training is now displayed in the skill page, so that's just going to be a pleasant... Anytime they put more information on any of the screens, that's going to be good for pretty much everybody. This ship itself, I don't even know why I turned that last one on, can hit up to 814 DPS now whenever it's hot, so that's pretty good. What am I orbiting at anyway? Probably a bit too far out. Let's actually change that down to 13. Okay. Reset the orbit there. Alright, post-processing rendering efficiency improved. Okay. We added alliance management skills. The CEO of the Executor Corporation can further increase the maximum number of corporation. Okay. And the alliance. Let's turn that off. Focus fire this guy. Set orbit. Lock up these. Okay. Go back over to our notes over here. Improve the upper left content display corner. Right? Anytime displays are improved, that's going to be good. Faction ship debris can no longer be reprocessed in order to prevent accidental reprocessing. That's also something that's going to be really cool. If you do have any faction ship debris, you're not going to accidentally grab it and destroy it in a whole big reprocessing attempt. Again, anybody who's doing just regular high-sec PvE, though, probably never going to run into that. But that's really good for the people who do, especially the shipbuilders and whatnot. Alright, and now NPCs will warp back to their original locations after they're out of aggro range. That's what we talked about before. So if you are doing your T8s or your T10s, expect them to actually go back to the start there. That is something big that is going to affect us. Like I said, if you're flying an Oracle or something that's doing that long range fit, probably not going to affect you too terribly much. It's probably going to be a bit more annoying for your drone boats, as they might have to retarget and then wait for their drones to fly back out again. Switching screens will not close the fitting interface. That's pretty cool. That's always been a issue, mainly for me if I'm trying to show off stuff or looking at things and warping around. Add a new animation to the skill interface. Okay. Like animations. Corporation search in both contacts and recruit will no longer be case sensitive. A reminder was added when planetary materials are launched. Improve the resolution of Android devices in ultra high configurations. I wonder if that's going to affect our emulators. Matter of fact, am I in ultra high? I wonder if they mean super high. I'm in custom currently. I'll have to play around with that. That's going to be something fun to look into as well. Alright, so apparently there was one fix in here, and they fixed the activation cost of energy neutralizers. So for fleeting, there's new fleet features as well. Fleets can now have up to 51 members and can have 5 squads and 1 commander. They added fleet commands, fleet focus fire, and go as fleet. They added a fleet loot log that can be viewed by anyone. Added an option in personal settings that allows the game to automatically reject all fleet invitations. Added the functions to share fleet card to all channels. The commander can synchronize command filter settings to the squads. I don't fleet very much, but the one time that I did do it, it was fun. And I do look forward to doing more of it, so hopefully that's just going to make that experience a lot better. Sure. Focus fire you. And we will activate that, and that. Turn that back on. Okay, we're not going to need it. Well, I mean, why not? Orbit. Give me another pulse. There we go. Orbits, and let's lock up everybody else. Okay, and the sovereignty features themselves. They added the corporation citadel and corresponding industrial and market options. Players can now anchor corporation citadels in claimable nullsec regions and declare sovereignty. Okay. Where was I here? The first version of the Corporation Citadel comes with the following bonus. Reverse engineering success rate plus 5%, material manufacturing efficiency plus 1%, added the alliance management mechanic, which expands an alliance's max limit to 30 corporations, increase the number of customizable corporation positions to 10. That is really cool stuff. Like I said, anytime there's any more options in the game, I am a happy camper. I love more options and more things to do. So even if you're not a nullsec corporation, just having the more positions that you can have and everything, that's pretty cool as well. All in all, there's quite a bit of stuff going on in here. And I'm sure we're going to find more and more out. So doing, these news missions and everything like that for this one as we've gone through this, it seems like it is going to be a whole lot quicker to get these done. But they're also going to be worth less overall. Let's focus fire this guy. So there is something to be said about that. Again, please let me know in the comments below, what do you think about the news missions? Would you prefer them to be longer and worth more? Or do you like them shortened and have more flexibility to actually complete a mission quicker and just do more of them? I'm kind of on the fence about it. I like harder content, but they didn't really make it easier, which when I first heard about this, I was thinking that they were going to make these easier, and they didn't. The ships are still the same difficulty, there's just one less wave. I can deal with that. That's an absolutely fine change if it's going to be for the purposes of speeding up the missions a little bit. Sometimes they could get a little bit sluggish and take a little bit longer than I would like, even though for the most part I really didn't have a problem with it. I could understand. Back in the day, I was able to actually complete missions at work on my breaks, and it took me a little bit of time where sometimes we're even picking up my loot and stuff. I wouldn't be able to complete the missions quite in my 15-minute break time. So them changing that aspect to actually let me complete a mission during my break might be a good change. It might be something cool. So that's kind of one of what this test here is for. I want to see if we can just do a regular mission, make a cool mill on my break at work. Oh, right. So that took approximately 11 minutes to complete without picking up loot. Obviously, too, I wasn't exactly paying the most careful attention to everything. I was reading off what was happening in this update, and I'm very excited that new players are going to be able to get that dual Omega and get the catch-up bonuses. So if you have a friend who really was wanting to join you in this game, and they don't want to feel like they're left behind, they do have that option by purchasing the Omega to be able to catch up and do that, and I think that's really cool. Probably one of my favorite parts about that. What else do I like? Well, I'm going to have to go through and take a look at more of the modules. I haven't really looked at a lot of those yet to kind of see where they're at. Again, I've been playing on that test server for so much that I haven't been over here making all the monies that I need to get my ships that I want. And so I'm excited to be back here for today, just taking a look, going over the patch notes, looking at everything that's new, having a good time. Okay, so with picking up loot, we're at 17 minutes, take 5, so about 12 minutes. So yeah, I could easily do one of these during my breaks now at work at a 15-minute break and be done with it. And that's really cool. I think that that's going to definitely help the aspect of just being able to log on and get a mission done. I believe it's only affecting the missions that are T8 and above, if I remember correctly. Let me
warp drive active.
See if I have anything here that it indicates that. I think I saw somewhere where it said that, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, T8 and above encounters now have one less wave of enemies. So T7 and below, there's no changes. Also, no change were made to storyline missions. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool, because these T8 missions and everything, like I said, they would go over that 15-minute mark on the regular. And even some of the bigger missions will definitely take longer than the 15 minutes, but having that one less wave is going to speed those up. I personally, now that I'm seeing that, since it's not affecting the T7 and below, I think that's actually a good change to help speed up those missions. Alright, so I'm just heading back now. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I really do appreciate everything. I appreciate you guys watching. If there is anything that you want to see, I will be heading back to the test server to do more ship releases in the days to come. So if you did have any type of requests and whatnot, I'm not doing them in any particular order, but please go ahead and let me know about those as well in the comments, and I will try to put together some different stuff that we can check out and take a look at what the future of Eve Echoes is going to look like. And thank you again, everybody. I hope you have a great day. I will see you next time.